Are you just starting to learn to draw? Congratulations! It's a great thing to do. It can be immensely satisfying and rewarding in so many ways. Now, there are lots of ways we can draw, and there are lots of ways to learn drawing, and there is no right way. The best way for you is the way that you can see develops your drawings to get to the place that you would like them to be, or take them beyond the place you thought you were going to get in them. Whatever that place is, whatever those possibilities are. But if part of your journey, and I kind of suppose it is because you're watching this, is choosing YouTube videos to watch that will help you get to that end place, then can I say, don't be distracted by the skill of the people making the videos, by the slickness of the videos, or the entertainment value of the videos. If watching those videos doesn't lead to your drawing improving, if you're not able to engage with those videos and to see change in what you do, then while they might be great entertainment, they're not actually helping you learn to draw. It doesn't matter how many subscribers they do or don't have. But there's probably an even bigger danger that lies in wait for the beginner. And the problem is, it's also something that we're all going to have, and in a sense we all need if we're going to learn to draw, if we're going to go on this drawing journey. And I think of it as a journey, and I think it's a really helpful picture to have of what the lived experience of learning to draw and drawing is like. And that possible danger is actually our enthusiasm. It's our enthusiasm to produce great looking drawings. It's our enthusiasm to be able to put our drawings in frames and give them as gifts, or put them in galleries, or have them printed on things and sold, to have a market stall, to join an artist group, to have our own How to Draw YouTube channel, write a book, whatever comes to our mind. It could simply be to have an achievement that I myself can be proud of. And some of these we may have thought out, others might just be swirling round in this vague sense of potential opportunities that lie ahead once we can draw well. Now, all of these things are great to have. In fact, they're probably essential to have if we're going to last the distance. But the problem is, as well as being our energy, our fuel for pushing us on, they can also derail us very easily, particularly at the start. They can have us make a slight adjustment off our path that the further we go takes us further and further from where we're wanting to end up. Usually when we think of a journey, we're going from where we are now to a place. But of course, a drawing journey is not quite that end destination, that clear, well, I've arrived. Because in fact, it's the sort of journey where there's always another bend to go around. There's always another hill to go over. There's always another further possibility in whatever it is we're thinking about. And there are lots of decisions we will need to make for all the possibility things we want to realize. Whether we want to be a full-time artist, whether we want to make a living from art, whether we want to write books or design courses or have a YouTube channel. There are decisions that have to be made further down the track in order to include those things in our destinations. But the danger for the beginner is that at the start, we start making our choices about what we do and how we do it, and our expectations of learning to draw based on those, if you like, further down the journey, events, possibilities. We start acting on those things way too soon, because at the start I need to be focused on learning to draw. I don't want to be distracted by thinking about the possibilities further down the track and trying to shift what I'm doing, shift my learning to try and get there faster, because those things will happen at the right time far more effectively and, well, far better if when I start making those decisions and choices, I have learnt to draw as well as I can. There is nothing that will lead me to success in whatever possibilities I'm wanting to pursue in my learning to draw, whether it's just satisfaction or whether it's riches beyond my imagination, than learning to draw well. in taking the time and putting the effort into learning a skill. And it's not just putting time and effort, it's making wise choices about how we use that time and effort as well. And if I'm a self-taught artist, if I'm not doing a course, if I haven't got a teacher giving me direction, then that's something I need to put effort into as best I can, making sure that what I'm doing is actually producing the results I want. And if it's not to keep drawing the way I'm drawing, not to keep using the resources that I'm using, because I'm just going to lose time that way and maybe even develop bad habits. Because learning to draw is learning a skill, it has lots of overlap with learning any skill. And you may have heard me comparing learning to draw with learning, say, to play the piano. If we learn the piano, we expect to be doing lots of basic piano practice over and over again, to the point of probably tedium, but we know we're going to need to develop the skills to that level if we're going to end up with the ability to play the exciting, interesting pieces that may give us opportunities for performances. In learning the piano, I wouldn't dream of trying to learn a Beethoven concerto if I couldn't play a far simpler piano piece well. And yet over and over I see beginners trying to draw very complex scenes that have a lot of quite sophisticated techniques and concepts necessary to be drawn well, being attempted by people who really are beginners. There's nothing wrong in being a beginner, but if I want to move on to a more advanced ability level, then choosing the right pace to move on, not moving on to more advanced things until I'm confident that I'm managing the less advanced things well, is a key part. Otherwise, I can actually lose the ability to see the problems in my drawings if I do them over and over again and don't recognize them. Any errors, any weaknesses that I don't identify, I will never overcome. It doesn't just happen by practice. I can make the same mistakes over and over again. It is not practice that makes perfect. That can just lead me with a lot of problematic drawings. It's effort and intent combined with wise choices and careful evaluation. Looking at my drawings and working out, have I done well enough to go to a harder level of subject or of technique, or should I stay here for longer? And we don't all learn the same way. There are different ways to learn, and some of them will suit who I am, my personality, my way of thinking, my life experience, better than others. But in the end, the evidence of, is this a good way for me, lies in my drawing. I need to be able to see, with whatever teaching input I'm accepting, listening to and trying to put into practice, I need to see it improving my drawings. And if not, well, I need to keep looking and find something that will take me to my end goal more directly. Because the most direct route is the fastest route. We still have to travel it, but if we're not wandering around all these cul-de-sacs and big detours, we will get to that place as fast as it's possible for me to get there. Don't waste time trying to find the hack, the shortcut, the way to get to the end before we've even started. But there are wiser, smarter, better ways for me, and part of my challenge is to find them. Don't think that all how to draw videos and all how to draw books are as helpful, or even all how to draw courses are going to be as helpful for you as each other. Be discerning, and as I've said quite a few times now, let improvement in your drawing be your guide to the best resources to give time and effort into listening to and seeking to put into practice. We can't get to our end point faster than going there directly, but the more directly we go, the faster we will get there. And of course, the best learning experience for any of us doing something that, well, to be honest, we don't need to do, is to enjoy the process. Perhaps not every moment. There will be times of frustration. There'll be times I say to myself, I'm going to stop doing this, although I know I won't. I'll just calm down and then give it another go. But if overall I can have fun, then that will be a huge place to draw energy and perseverance from, and that will also get me to my end goals more directly. G'day, I'm Stephen Travis. I hope this is helpful. At the very start of any journey, it's so important to make sure we're going in the right direction, in the most direct direction. And this is not something that you can see what someone else is doing and just follow them. That may not be the most direct direction for you. So have confidence that you can be discerning, that you can work out the resources that are going to help you, the way of thinking, of understanding what drawing is and the different materials that can be used and how to use them, that you can find input in all of these things that will help you get to the place you want to end up. But as I always say, whichever way you do it, make sure you have fun. I'll see you next time. Bye.